Hello, this is Danny.
And this is Maximus.
And we are doing a watch review today. Now show them the watch that we have. Show them yours, put it here. So here we have basically almost exactly the same as a Rolex Submariner. Rolex, pretty nice watches, eh? Rolex Submariner, but there's one major difference here. We both each have one of these. This is a Casio, MDV 106 is the model number. These are a nice 43 millimeter watch. It's quite large. But if you look at the seconds hand, look closely, you see it ticks. That tells you that's a quartz powered watch. And it should be a mechanical watch. That's what the Rolex Submariner is. Now, we went down to pick up a couple of Rolexes, right? Because you wanted one?
Yeah.
And I wanted one, but they're like 10 grand. Do you have 10 grand?
Nope.
I don't have 10 grand. But guess what we found?
Something even better than a Rolex.
And in case you think we're lying, we have the unboxing for you right here. Okay? Let's unbox it. Pass me the knife.
Yeah, there you go.
Now this, we bought this online. Now, it came in this is the original packaging that it came in. Now, what's cool about this is if you buy a Rolex, it's gonna have Rolex written all over the box. But this, no one's gonna know that you have such a premium watch. It's like camouflage.
Yeah.
Or stealthy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So let's open this up and we'll give you guys a bit of an insight into what we have here. Which, let's be honest, this is better than a Rolex.
Much better. Like,
we could buy some Rolexes.
yeah, but they'd be more too much money.
So here it is. So you see, Rolex don't package it like this. This is a double packaging. When you go to Rolex, it's just in some little paper bag. But this is double packaged. Oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Look, it's triple packaged. You don't get that with a Rolex.
Definitely not.
So here we go. Oh my goodness. You're not going to believe this.
What?
Maximus, give that a tap. You know what that is?
What?
That's a hard plastic box. Now, I don't have a Rolex, but I have a friend that does, and it comes in this cheap, nasty little cardboard box.
Yeah.
But look at this. Not only does it come in this hard plastic box, but also it has this wrapping on it to protect the box from getting scratched. Again, you don't get that.
From the Rolex.
Exactly. Oh, look at this. So tell all the viewers what we're looking at here.
We are looking at a Steeldive watch, and
Right there. Steeldive. All right, why don't you open the box and show the viewers what we have here. Oh, by the way, nice view of Casio. Give the viewers a show on the... Wow, oh, look. Wow. Oh, but look how smashed up it is.
ugh.
Oh, well.
Okay, let's open the box.
Oh, look at this. See, bubble wrap. You know what bubble does? Protects.
Of course.
You
Needs
don't
to be
get that.
from a Rolex. It's like triple package.
Oh, wow, look at this. Oh, and look at this. You even get this logo.
That is an awesome logo.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a Rolex, it would just say like Rolex or something like that. But you get actually this really cool graphical design.
Yeah.
And this bubble wrap. Look at that.
Like that totally.
Oh, Maximus, feel the weight of that.
Oh, that is like perfect.
Like, it's not too heavy.
Not too light.
Now, we know someone that has a Rolex, and it's super light. And almost cheap feeling, but this
Is like,
is heavy.
feels like premium.
It feels so premium. I don't think Rolex can even come close to that. So I'll put that aside for now. Oh, and look what it. Oh, do you even get one of these with Rolex?
Don't even know.
Oh yeah, you probably get a warranty card with Rolex, but look at this one. This one's left blank, which means that you can put all kinds of information in there. With Rolex, they fill it out for you, so you can't actually fill it in.
That's cool.
But with this, you can actually fill it in. So this is another step better than Rolex, I think. And it's international. Is Rolex international? I don't know.
Hey, I don't know.
Anyways, okay. An instruction manual. Look at that. Again, packaged neatly in this scratch protective cover. Okay, so let's get all
It's got
this out the way
it's got like foam in it. Like security.
and show you what we're dealing with. Look at this. And even comes in this other protective layer. Like the level of protection from Steeldive, it's off the charts, man.
Yeah.
Again, you don't get that.
From a Rolex.
All right, let's take a look
So
here.
many things you wouldn't get from Rolex.
You know what? If someone offered me a Rolex, I don't even think I would take one right now because look at this.
So much better.
We get this beautiful bag. Oh, it's really in there too, eh? I bet you a Rolex you could just pull out easily. But this, oh, I'm even having a bit of difficulty with this. Oh, look at that. Oh, you see that?
What?
Look, there's like a blue hue. You know what that is?
Whoa.
That is anti-reflective coating.
That
You know what?
is-
We know some of the Rolex, they don't have a blue hue. In fact, I'm pretty sure Rolex have 0 AR coating. But if you look at this, let's see if we get that blue back.
Crazy.
There, look at that. That is blue AR coating.
Crazy.
You don't get that
At all.
on a Rolex. Okay, so, oh, I don't think Rolex give you one of these either. This is a nice bracelet spreader, so the bracelet doesn't scratch the back. Now, full disclosure, we've never unwrapped a Rolex, but I don't think
No.
you're gonna get this type of quality.
No.
Right?
This is way better.
I mean, you're paying for an, oh my, look at this. Steeldive on the clasp. And not only that, but the logo too.
Wow.
My goodness. And Maximus, feel the depth of those engravings. Does that feel shallow?
Not at all.
It feels deep, right?
Yeah.
That's some good engraving. So let's see if we can open it up. Oh, there's some plastic covering it.
Plastic. Like that's so protective.
Yeah.
Like that's not even gonna get scratched by a chainsaw.
A chainsaw won't even scratch it because of that protective coating. But now we've taken it off, this is where we really see, is it blurry? There we go. That's where you really see how clear that is.
Wow.
Speaking of protective coating,
How shiny that is.
look what's on here. All right, let's take it off. And so we can give the viewers an idea. We might have to speed this portion up.
So
16 minutes later. And we'll take this protective stuff off of the bracelet as well. Hey, why don't you tell us some fun facts about this watch while we take it off? Tell them where we got it from.
So we got this watch off AliExpress. Pretty cheap, not too expensive.
That's another thing to mention.
Yeah, I know. It's like cheap, great quality, not gonna break.
How much was it, incidentally? Because Rolexes are like 10K.
Yeah,
So that's a lot of pocket money, right?
this was like $50.
$50. Now, I'm sorry, but that is an incredible bargain.
Like, yeah, like the amount of protection and quality on this, so much better than a Rolex.
It's off the charts. Like I can't even get it off. If this was a Rolex, I'd probably have it unwrapped by now.
This is such a good packaging. It like this is so protective.
Oh, see, and a Rolex would have stopped working then, right? Because of the drop.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's still sweeping. Look at that. It's still
Wow.
sweeping. You don't get that with a Rolex.
So much better.
All right. Now I'm only halfway through here. So why don't you tell me, why don't you tell the viewers what the number one thing is that you hate about Rolex?
Well, first of all, they can get dinged so easily,
So easily.
so delicate.
They're so delicate.
And second of all, they're like as light as paper.
Now feel the weight of that.
Like that is not heavy, not light, like perfect.
But when I feel the weight of a Rolex, I think it feels cheap.
Yeah.
Now, look at this. This little clasp, look at this. You get a Steeldive logo.
What?
And it actually, see, this is the thing. Rolex, they just have some silly little crown. What, like, because the king has one? But look at this. This is actually a scuba mask, 2 scuba tanks, and scuba flip-flops.
Like Like flippers, yeah.
Sorry, flippers, yeah. You know what that tells me?
It's a diver's watch.
It's a diver's watch. And
yeah, which is incredible because it needs to be very protective if it's a diver's watch, because if it hits a rock or something, you don't want it to break.
like the Rolex would.
Yeah, like underwater.
All right, now all this is cleared out of here. Get rid of all that stuff. Whoop. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me just put this down for the viewers to see. Okay, here we go. Oh my. Oh my. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Look at the second hand sweeping along. See, on a Rolex, if you look closely, you see the second hand and it's like struggling. But this, look at this. It's just like no problem at all. Look at it. Yeah. And you know what else you get with a Rolex too? With a Rolex, have you ever turned the bezel on a Rolex? On a last Rolex I felt the bezel was like, and when it did go, it was tick, 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 tick. But listen, just listen to this just for a second. Oh, do you hear that?
So nice.
Oh.
I think it's the best bezel I've ever heard.
Give it a spin. It's probably the best bezel you've ever felt. Now, what do you think of that compared to a Rolex?
So much better. Like, Rolex is like...
Yeah, so guys, I think we've learned a valuable lesson here. This watch here is $50. And you have 300 meters of water resistance. You have a ceramic bezel insert. What's that? Listen, listen. That's sapphire. Like, I don't even know if Rolexes have sapphire, but listen. You hear that ticket? You hear that?
Yeah.
That distinct sound means it's sapphire. And look at this magnifier too. Look at that. It perfectly magnifies. Now, this is another nice feature. This is a 300 meter dive watch. You can see, because it says 300 meters. Now watch this. That means the crown is a screw down crown. Look at this. So the crown screws down.
So much sound like pop out.
Yeah, we have a 20 mil lug to lug width. This is our first watch review, so we're a bit amateur, but watch this. If I pull it out once, oh, that's so good, because Rolexes pop out easy, but this, I'm even having difficulty.
You want that, because if you're dabbing, you don't want wire to leave.
And if you pull it out all the way, the hand stops. Oh man, that is in there firm.
Wow.
Yeah, the hand stops, which means it's hacking, and so you can turn the hand. Let me just get this out the way so we can see this logo. Look at this. See, with the Rolex, you get all these text lines here, but look how beautiful this is. I'll even zoom in. Look at this. Oh, my bad. Isn't that beautiful? It just says automatic 300 meters.
Awesome.
You don't have a book on there, like Rolex say chronometer, and they say superlative. A lot of fancy words. And do you know why they're using so many fancy words?
Why?
Because the watch is subpar. Now, Maximus, you tell me what you would prefer. This watch plus $9,950.
Yeah.
Or a Rolex and no money.
You know what I would choose. Like, this is so much better than Rolex. But if you give me that much money for, who would choose a Rolex over that?
Well, the guy that hasn't seen this, of course, because they would think the only way to get a watch like this is to spend $10,000. But we have learned something today. Steeldive, everything you need, $50. Actually, I'm sorry, we've told a lie. It's not 50, it's $100, because $50 is the quartz version.
Yeah.
This is $100, it's the automatic version. So $100, you get yourself full stainless steel, ceramic bezel insert, sapphire crystal, 20 mil lug to lug. This is a 41 mil bezel, because it's the new 2021 Steeldive. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna last you a long time. So that's about all we have. Any closing thoughts for the viewers?
Well,
What if someone's thinking about buying a Rolex?
don't do it.
And do what instead?
Get this.
Now, what if Rolex are watching this?
Then we might have a problem.
Yeah, Rolex, if you're watching this, please don't be mad at us. You could send us a watch for free. Actually, if Rolex or Mr. Rolex, whatever your name is, if you're watching this, if you send us a Rolex Submariner for free, what we'll do is we'll compare them side by side, because we don't, you see this is missing right here. So if you send us a Rolex Submariner, we'll do a review together, you and I. Then we'll probably keep the Submariner and we'll give this back to you so you can look at how to improve your Submariner models, because this is all you need. And I'll even pay postage. We'll send this to you for free.
Yeah.
That sound fair enough, Mr. Rolex? I think that seems like a good deal.
To me.
All right, well, this has been a good video. It's been our first one.
Yeah.
I'm Danny.
I'm Maximus.
And until next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.